perfect landing. I told you a couple days ago about the Vatican doing something rather radical. Anybody could speculate about that all they want and draw inappropriate conclusions, you know, wild schemes. Unfortunately, something else has come up on several different fronts. Everything coincides on one day or the day after, which is September the 30th, or in case of Germany, the day after. Let me preface this video by saying I'm not saying anything monumental is going to happen on September 30th or the day after, but there seem to be multiple entities which would seemingly be unconnected that have this date for coordination. Could we say that this is the kickoff of something important? This really can't be ignored. I mean, this is way, way beyond coincidence. I'm going to give you the 5 top things. I found over a dozen things that are happening either on September the 30th or on October the 1st. The first one is, of course, the one that I mentioned a couple days ago. Pope Francis has ordered all financial and liquid assets held in banks all over the world to be brought back to the IOR, i.e. the Vatican Bank. So everything must be moved no later than September the 30th to the Vatican. I mean, that is a huge, huge red flag. So that's the one that you knew about. October the 1st, next day, who cares, 24 hours later. The German army, I've heard about this now for a while, and there's more than enough evidence because I've actually been doing a planning on this and pre-drills in June and July for this. This is not like rumor. The German army will assist law enforcement starting October 1st, resulting in platoons patrolling the streets, which coincides with the return of mask mandates, but the mask mandates are for the unjabbed only. Since they've already been testing this now for 2 to 3 months in good old Deutschland, they've actually been scaring the living piss out of the locals. This is a fact, this is not a rumor, so this is no rumor at all. I was told by multiple people via emails, and I had to back this up with looking myself. There are several banks all over the world that are doing some incredible things, and they all coincide on September the 30th. Ireland's biggest bank, they're going to go remove cash services from 70 of its branches, Allied Irish banks. The Bank of England, this is cold hard fact too, not rumor, will be withdrawing all legal tender status of paper 20-pound and 50-pound notes after September the 30th, here in 20 days from now. That paper 20-pounder and 50-pounder notes will have no backing. You need to turn it in no later than September the 30th. They're moving to polymer notes. I think they are chipped. I could be wrong on that. That's speculation on my part. I've seen them. Someone actually did a neat test where they actually stuck it in an oven and it acted like a shrinky dink, and it shrunk down to a little 20-pounder note or something, a 5-pounder note I think it was, a polymer note, shrunk down like a shrinky dink. So 20 and 50-pound notes, paper money, Bank of England, they're not going to have any value anymore. So they've been warning everybody to get rid of it immediately in exchange for the polymer stuff, which I'm 99% certain is chipped. A lot of people have told me this in comments, and I confirmed it and triple confirmed it and quadruple confirmed it. There's a lot of banks in America, but foremostly I've been pointed out by that PNC Bank. So we don't have money here anymore. Bank downtown branches probably told startled customers, please start using your ATM machines. Downtown PNC, they're going to they're going to make the ATM machines for withdrawals and deposits. My bank, actually, I'm not want to mention my bank lobby, they've been blaming it on the COOF, but it's a total lie. It's been closed now for over a year. You have to go through the drive-through, and they're basically getting rid of the tellers. These banks are going cashless. They absolutely are going cashless. People are like, what's the big deal, you know? Had debit cards Now, for ages, what's the problem? It's a big problem. Other banks are moving that way nationally. Akron-based PR woman said Chase already has a bunch of cashless branches, and they're expanding at a super fast rate. I found over a dozen things that center on September the 30th or the day after September the 30th, which is 20 days from now. Let me tell you, if you think that that's like nothing, let me tell you something. You're clueless. You haven't got a clue in hell. The second worst evil I could think of, right after a jackbooted thug having their boot on your neck, is a cashless society. That is a level of control. You might as well be in prison. The ability to track everything you buy, the ability to completely cut off your money. It's like, oh, I have X amount of money. No, you've done something that the state, Big Brother doesn't agree with. The state doesn't agree with it. No more money for you. Well, I have plenty. Yeah, it's cashless society. We can cut you off from your funds. Cash itself is freedom. Even if you'll say, oh, well, the dollar's not worth as much. All of this is true. By the way, I want to mention something that apparently people are incredibly oblivious about. Everybody keeps talking about buying gold and silver or crypto. Crypto are digital farts. You actually have to have electricity for crypto to work. People have to value crypto for it to work. You have to have an internet connection for crypto to work. You have to have a network for crypto to work. Gold and silver, in a dire poop hits the fan situation, is worthless. People are going to be trading alcohol, tools for defense, tangible goods, wood, shelter, protection. By the way, here's an undeniable fact too. The coin of the realm throughout the beginning of time has been one thing and one thing only. When there's no government, or where government is there but it doesn't do anything. Right now what's happening in the United States, by the way, government is here, but government isn't doing a damn thing to protect its citizens. Like all these stupid people couldn't realize with this defund the police stuff, would actually... I'm so rolling my eyes at how dumb people are. They're just so incredibly stupid. They're the people that knew what it would do. Then there's the dumb people that went along with it because they don't have a freaking brain. The government's in place, but nobody's doing it. The coin of the realm since the dawn of time has been one thing and one thing only. And I'm not making any advocacy for this. I'm not saying one thing or another. I'm stating a historical fact. When the poo hits the fan, when there's nobody there that's going to answer the phone call for you. It's like, I pay my taxes, why don't you show up? Like, well, we'll get to you tomorrow maybe. It's like, this is an emergency situation. Yeah, man, we don't give a damn. That's actually happening a lot in the United States. Believe it or not, that's not my opinion, that's a fact. The coin of the realm since the dawn of time has been one thing and one thing only. Force. F-O-R-C-E. Force. Force for defense, force for protection. The coin of the realm has always been force. It's not gold and silver. Yeah? I'm not telling anybody to do one thing one way or another. I'm telling you, when the poo hits the fan, your gold and silver and your crypto have no intrinsic value. It's not going to keep you warm. It's not going to cook your food. It's not going to get you food. Billy Bob across the road might trade you half a deer for alcohol and freedom seeds. I give you a half a deer for 500 freedom seeds and a fifth of alcohol. I know how to sew stuff. I know how to make clothing. I've got in this house, not that I'm hoarding leather. I've got like 200 plus rolls of leather in this house. I can make almost anything. I can make my own footwear. I've made my own jeans. I've made my own shirts. I can make a lot of stuff. Belts, wallets, on and on and on and on. That's the stuff that has tangible value. But the coin of the realm, since the dawn of the time, whether you like it or not, I don't give a single damn. The coin of the realm has been force. The tools of force. I'm not saying, A hammer can be used to build a house, or a hammer could be used in like a horror movie. You know, a tool is a tool is a tool. Fools fear tools. Yeah, let me repeat that again. Fools fear tools. The wise only fear a fool with a tool, like, "Ugh," you know? It is one of the characteristics of a fool, of an inept intellectual idiot, that they do not understand that inanimate matter, tools of any variety, have neither inherent good nor evil. Yeah, they could be either used to defend your wife and children and your loved ones, or used for atrocities. Unfortunately, I mean, people are just so clueless to simplex things that are common sense and undeniable truths, and have been since the dawn of time. Anyway, that's a list of the things that are going down September the 30th. And that's a short list. I named off 6 things. I found over a dozen things. The other ones you might think slightly irrelevant, but I find it odd. All of these things seem to coincide on September the 30th. There's just no way in hell that that's a coincidence. And once again, second greatest evil is a cashless society. You want totalitarian, thug boot, jackboot control over your life, the likes of which you would not like. Just imagine a cashless society. Some people can't imagine it. Well, it's a good thing. I won't have to worry about getting robbed anymore. I won't have to carry cash around. Oh, you'll be robbed. It just won't be the guy in the street. It'll be the government that'll be robbing you. You have no control. Everything you do will be tracked. Everything you buy, stick of gum, anything. They don't like what you're saying online? Well, they're just going to cut off your money. Don't worry about that. You don't have any real money because this is a cashless society. We're just going to block your route to your funds that you've been saving up. You know, you don't have a savings account. Oh, it vanished. Oh, there it is. It's gone.